Hey everybody, got another build here for you. This is the Cowboys Guitar. I made this for a buddy of mine. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan. And this Start Life is like a $65 eBay Super Strat in a white. And I sanded it all down and I stained it blue, stained the neck blue, and then around the edges, the sides, and on the front and back for about half an inch in, it was all metallic flake silver on the neck and everything. But I couldn't get this line between the fretboard and the neck masked off cleanly. And this was early in my guitar building and I didn't know about scraping binding. And so finally I gave up on trying to execute that paint job and sanded it all back and did it in a natural with blue and silver color coordinated hardware. And my buddy said he wanted more blue on it, and so I sanded it back again and I scored the headstock in the body blue and left the neck in a natural, and that was it. And let's see, it's got Lone Star tuners on it in a silver. Yeah, pretty much everything on this is silver and blue. It's got Cowboys Lone Star on the truss rod cover, and it's got Lone Star inlay stickers on it. Down here at the bottom, the stickers were so small that they didn't actually cover the dots, so I didn't use them. I put a roller nut on it at this end. He's a first-time player. He's just starting out, so I figured that this would make his life pretty easy. He wouldn't have any kind of issues with that nut, and it'd make restrings real simple. I would have gone with locking tuners in order to make restrings simple too, but you couldn't find them in a Lone Star style, so. It's all pretty much the original pickups and hardware in this thing, and the original Strat type bridge. It's a little on the thin and sculpted side from having been sanded down like 3 or 4 times, but other than that, it's just basically a Strat, a generic Strat, and it plays real nice. I just finished putting, it had some fret sprout. It came back in because it had a bad volume pot, and it also had some bad fret sprout on it. My place is a lot more humid than his place, so it came back, had bad fret sprout. I took care of that too. And other than that, the neck was still straight and intonation was still correct and everything. And this is after he's probably had it at least 6 months, and it's probably been done for a year. So yeah, seems to be working out okay. The only other thing I did is when they made this, apparently they did it with like cup washers, but didn't recess them because the screws were too long, and so they kind of stuck out. And so when I was working on it just now, I removed the cup washers and just left the screws alone. The screws by themselves are not too long, and it gives it a much sleeker profile here at the heel than it used to be all chunky and hardware and stuff. So, but yeah, so this is the Cowboys guitar. I also made I got like a GT10 or GT20 amp and painted it all in matching Cowboys with the appropriate stickers and things like that on it too to go with the guitar. So complete set. Cowboys amp and guitar. The amp isn't here. He just gave me the guitar. He didn't even give me the whammy bar, so no wiggle stick. But anyway, yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of issues with this build other than well, let's see. It's the first time I ever saw a fret sprout in person, because usually I don't have guitars moving around and from one extreme climate to another. And other than that, just having to refinish the thing 3 times. The main lesson learned is you tape it off. Say, okay, so my neck is already stained in blue. And now I'm going to mask it off in order to squirt my silver along the two edges. So I mask off the center that's going to stay blue, and then I want to mask off down almost to the neck on the edge of the fretboard, but I want to make sure that I leave a little bit of fretboard exposed for scraping, because otherwise you're going to get that tape over the edge of the neck, and when you peel it off, you're going to have some bare neck wood, not silver, showing. So that's the way you mask it off in order to, like, squirt a neck and not a fretboard, is you mask off most of the fretboard but not the very bottom edge, and then squirt it, then peel it back, and then you scrape it. So that was the one major lesson learned on this guitar. But I never did, like, try to do I could do it now. Except for the fact that I could never get the clear lacquer. There were problems with the clear lacquer interacting with the metallic silver paint also. That was the other issue. And I never resolved that issue. But the lacquer turned out pretty nice. But yeah, if I could resolve that somehow, find some other clear coat that would work, then yeah, I could go ahead and do that stained and silver thing, which it looked badass. I gotta say, it did look badass. So, but until the next one, everybody have a good one.